The Score, the place for local sports, now presents another live local broadcast of high school sports. No one does more live local play-by-play than The Score does. Local Sports on The Score is brought to you by Central Maine Community College. More than just a community college, over 40 academic degrees and certificates, and one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Just go to cmcc.edu. Your future starts now. Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dock fees, where cars and trucks cost you less. Online at cmautogroup.com. Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner, hammondlumber.com. Midstate Machine, looking for a career? Check out the Machinist Development Program at midstateusa.com. Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Sales and service by a family that cares. Somerset Stone and Stove, offering quality gas, pellet, and wood stoves and hardscape products. 201 Tire, Battery, and Service, your tire and battery experts on the Augusta-Vassalboro line. Assistance Plus, providing home care, behavioral health, and developmental services. Together, we can make a difference. SBS Carbon Copy, Main Street, Waterville, where printing is personal, not puzzling. Manchester Motors, your Coyote tractor dealer. We dig dirt. Casella Waste, for your residential and commercial trash pickup. Computer Improvements in Skowhegan. From sales of computers and accessories to service, we are your go-to computer store. Heights Chevrolet in Skowhegan. Our family is here for your family. And by JDH3 Design at jdh3designs.com, where they can print just about anything. Your team from your town plays here. Now with a play-by-play, here's Mike Violet and AJ Knight.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Erskine Academy High School here in beautiful downtown South China, where it is boys soccer this afternoon here on The Score, the place for local sports, and a game a day again this week. It is the Erskine Academy Eagles taking on the Waterville Purple Panthers. He's AJ Knight. I'm Mike Violet. I'm bringing the play-by-play here this afternoon. We have a gorgeous summer day, one of the last days of summer, which of course ends on Sunday. Temperature in the low 80s. The field is clean, dry, and fast. We have two veteran teams here. Waterville has a ton of seniors. Erskine Academy, almost a ton of seniors.
Yeah, Waterville, getting ready for this season. We talked obviously a lot. Field hockey, football, soccer for Waterville specifically, a team you and I heard a little bit about consistently throughout. We asked around, okay, what are going to be some of the teams to follow this season? Waterville boys soccer, they got a real good chance this season. And with the experience they have, 11 seniors, that counts for something. That's a lot of kids playing soccer for a lot of time.
Yeah, and it's one thing to have 11 seniors. It's another thing to have 11 seniors, all of whom are really talented and really know how to play the game, been around a long time. They know how to move the ball up and down the field. We're going to have a fast game today, that's for sure. This ball is going to move quickly here in this game. I also think we're going to have a physical game between these two teams as well.
Yeah, I think this Waterville team, like I said, expectations, we know what they are this season. Last year they lost to Erskine Academy 7-2, so looking for a little bit of get back. And just some numbers here for you, Mike. Waterville to start the season 3-1. They average 5 goals a game while giving up 6 total in 4 games. So they can put the ball in the net.
Yeah, says a lot, no doubt about it. They've got plenty of offense, and the defense has been really good. And so far, the Waterville Purple Panthers, with just that one loss on the season, started out their year a 3-0 win over Skowhegan. Lost to Mount View 4-1. Kind of a surprise there. Then bounced back, hammered Lawrence 7-2, hammered Coney last time out, pitched a shutout 6-0. So they've had 2 shutouts this year as well.
That's what I'm saying. Again, they average 5 goals a game. They've given up 6 in 4, which means they've scored 20 while giving up 6. That's a big differential. On the other side, Erskine Academy, they're coming off a win. Both these teams played on Tuesday. They have sandwiched wins. Started the season, their last game a win in between 2 losses, 3-0 versus Gardner, 4-1 versus Oceanside. Here's a stat for you, Mike. In wins, Erskine Academy has scored 7 goals and they've given up 1. In losses, Erskine Academy has scored 1 goal and given up 7. So on the season, they've scored 8, and giving up 8.
So let me get this straight. The key to their success, the formula is to score more than the other team.
Yeah, I just think it's interesting that it worked out that they have scored as many as they've given up. They're 2-2. They are the definition of right down the middle.
Indeed. Kevin Withy, Dan Sprague, the officials. We are just about set for soccer. Quick break. We're back with the opening faceoff. After this, it's high school soccer boys style on the Score.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Mid-State Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Mid-State Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
At Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm going to be a lawyer.
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm gonna be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
there is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
Mike Filan, AJ Knight, our Score crew back here at Erskine Academy High School in South China. Again, a magnificent day to play, no matter what the sport is. And this afternoon, it is boys soccer. Waterville 3-1, Erskine Academy 2-2. Our game brought to you by Central Maine Community College. More than just a community college, over 40 academic degrees and certificates. One of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Just go to cmcc.edu. Free tuition is in play. CMCC, your future starts now. Waterville huddling up, as you can see in front of us, in the white, trimmed in the purple. And the Erskine Academy Eagles in the eagle blue with the white numerals and the blue stirrups.
Yeah, never going to whine about very dark colors.
Nope.
Contrasting the numbers.
Not
very easy to
all.
see.
Dustin Burse in goal to our left for the Waterville Panthers, wearing number 1 down to our right. Parker Studholm, who's an interesting story, wearing number 17, hadn't played goal before until this year. And Coach Kerry Larrabee said he volunteered to learn the position, and he's done really well in doing so. Good athlete, good basketball player, and he's taken to playing goal very well.
I like that initiative. I like that. Here's a question for you, Mike, as we get started here. Tyler, running camera today, told me he is legitimately concerned about the dangers of a ball finding him. What do you think the odds are?
I think he's got a legit point. That one's left right there, as you can see, and a restart here for Erskine Academy. There's a chance. I say 37.5%.
Okay.
All right.
So better than 1 in 3, Tyler.
Yeah, so better than 1 in 3 is how I'll play it. Here's Alex Reachel, and all the way up and having to play it here is Burrs. As right there in front was Dominic Brand. Or check that, not Dominic Brand, but Tayson Pilot. To midfield, off the side of the foot of Hunter Willett. Now it comes back, driven up by Hazelhurst. Hazelhurst, nice lead for Cedeno. Cedeno in the middle, and the attempt to get it to Garrett Genro didn't connect. Stolen. Willett, right side for Cedeno. Cedeno curls one toward the net, and it's high over the goal, and Parker Studholm.
Couple of good chances there for Waterville. Just passes needed to be a little bit more on point, and you could have gone, I think, straight from that pass. An assist pass as opposed to having to track it down.
Right. So Waterville, Erskine Academy will drive it out of there.
Goal kick for the Eagles. Always interesting to me when it's not the goalie that takes the goal kick.
Well, if you have somebody who can do it better, and that is not bad. Driven all the way out to midfield. Excellent kick from way deep by Will Adamson. And now Erskine Academy looking to move it. They come over near side right in front of us to Pilot. Pilot handles. Midfield, slams it down. It's a foot race. Look at the closing speed there by the freshman Dominic Brand, who scored the game winner the other day, and they won over Belfast. Boy, he looks like a player. And a freshman to boot. Speaking of boots, that one's high in the air off the head. Deep of Erskine Academy's. Let's see, do you have a 33 on your roster?
Double check here.
I do not have a 33 on mine. I don't have one on the JV roster either. We're going to have to check on that. All right, right side for the Waterville Panthers. Cedeno to the middle. Nice drop pass up. And they get a shot off. No, a pass and a clear by Erskine Academy. Not cleared out deep, though. Now they'll get it out of there. Now it's in the feet of Chase Larrabee. Picked back up now by Cormac Wilcox and driven right side all the way down to the corner. Nice job to save it there by Cedeno. Cedeno shows some speed, clears it out. A miss kick there, saved. And driving now for Waterville is Ethan Goodrich. Left side to Labby with a blast and a save there by Studholm.
Not bad for his first actual save. A little narrow angle there, but still Studholm able to easily knock that out. But will be a corner kick here for the Purple Panthers.
It's Emmett Apple. Okay, so 33 is 23. So that's Emmett Apple.
Good to know.
All right, thank you very much for that.
Corner kick here. While you were double-checking that, Mike, doing your due diligence, that was knocked out of bounds by Studholm, so corner kick here for the Panthers.
All right, here we go. First corner of the day, driven. Good right in front. The shot over the net or to the side of the net there by Garrett Gendro. Waterville had an opportunity.
Underneath it. That's a break there for Erskine because that one, after the bounce, had plenty of time to gather that one up, but just got a little bit underneath it, kicks it over the net.
All right, they're going short. You could hear maybe perhaps in the background the Waterville players yelling short, short to get up there and cover it. Erskine Academy on it. Now they're not. All right, here comes the Eagles again. A slip up there. Waterville gains control at midfield. Erskine Academy coming back with it. Here's the freshman Brand. Man, he can barrel, can he? And taken away by Alsala.
That was a nice look, too. Just a good defensive play there by Waterville.
Robichaud trying to clear it. A little bump there he got from Garrett Cedeno, Gabriel Cedeno. Garrett Gendro is number 10. Gabriel Cedeno is number 9. I combine the two, it becomes Garrett Cedeno. All right, midfield. Here's Hazelhurst. Right side, they drive it ahead, looking for Brand all the time, and it's stopped by Waterville. And on the clear out for the Panthers, it's Keegan Tavares. Tavares blasts it up. It is blocked. Tavares jumping back into the play on Larrabee. Larrabee laid it back to a teammate. Stolen. Breaking down for Waterville, Cedeno. Cedeno angles. Too far, too deep. Panthers keep it. That's blocked off an arm there. Still loose for Waterville. It's Hazelhurst trying to get a drive and a save there by Studholm. That was a big, hard shot by Hunter Willett.
Yeah, that was not moving slow. That was a nice setup, and Studholm easily tracks that one down.
All right, Alsala with a header at midfield. Comes back down to Keegan Tavares. Stubbed there right in front of us. Cormac Wilcox. He got knocked down by Brand. And it'll be a free kick here for the Purple Panthers.
A little bit of a flat tire there.
Absolutely. Keegan Tavares ready to drive it. Curls it down. One hop. Labby off the head. Can Labby save it? Tries to drive it on net. Way, way wide.
Waterville, I think you could see the individual skill. Problem is I don't think their pass has been as crisp. I think they'd have a few more shots on goal if they're a little bit sharper with their passes and maybe even a goal. And I think you could see Erskine Academy taking advantage a little bit of that aggressiveness because we had a couple breakaways. They just haven't been able to really get any shots out of it.
All right, Larrabee's going to do the goal kick. That is near side and nicely done to keep it in bounds by Studholm. That's Gabe Studholm. We have two Studholms in the game now. Swung over that is by Cedeno. Waterville drives it out of bounds. It'll be Erskine Academy's ball. 33 minutes left in this first half. That one's headed down by the Purple Panthers. Now a drive up by Robichaud. Robichaud knocked down from behind by Hazelhurst. They slap.
That'll be a free kick.
Sure will.
Little forearm shimmy there.
All right, here's Emmett Apple, ready to drive it. Apple, pretty much straight, headed, and coming out to make the save there, Dustin Burse.
Just trying to kind of drop that in the box. Erskine Academy just couldn't get to it.
Waterville and Erskine Academy scoreless, stolen by Tyler Clark of Erskine Academy. That's out of bounds, and it's going to be a Waterville ball.
Erskine, They tried to steal it.
Okay.
He knocked it out.
Can't blame a guy for trying. Labby back playing defense, and it went out of bounds over there in the crowd.
Especially in soccer where it restarts, as quick as you can get them, you can take them generally.
All right, checking out for Erskine Academy is Owen Robichaud, coming into the game for Erskine Academy for the first time here today, is, of course, a player whose number I don't have. I don't have a 22. We'll work on that. It's going to be Erskine's ball pretty deep in the Waterville zone. Throw in here for Tyler Clark. Clark bounces all the way through, clear of everybody. Right down in front there, it's Adamson. Adamson taken away and blocked. Loose ball, and that is blasted out of bounds.
That one just Purple Panthers, I think, thought they could get it out. And then after, I think, a second, that timer goes off in your head and you think, all right, let's just kick this out and reset the D.
All right, header missed there by Labby off the chest of Bassett. Kept in by Erskine Academy. Waterville up the near side. Curling through there is Gabriel Cedeno. He lost it back defensively. It's Gendro who drives it out to midfield. Off-balance header there by Willett. And it goes out. No, it didn't go out. Stays in. Picked up by Tyler Clark. Now Erskine Academy turns, goes on the offense. It's blocked. Still loose back there defensively for Waterville, Ben Foster. Now Willett. Going to go back to the goalkeeper, Burse, and start it again. Burse, a pass didn't connect, intended for Keegan Tavares. Now Al-Sala. Al-Sala being ridden by Studholm. Good defense there by Studholm to ride him all the way up the sidelines. Now right side, breaking down Cedeno. Gabriel Cedeno, subs coming in.
That was a close call there for Waterville. Like you said, not a ton on the pass. I think more so just the defender didn't run to it. All of a sudden he had a chance potentially for the Eagles to get a shot from basically the top of the box.
All right, throw in. Eli Kerr. Kerr laid it up, and it's rolled out of bounds.
That was close to Tyler. That was close.
Tyler almost got hit by a rolling ball.
You'll get to see here in a second as that throw in right in front of us.
All right, throw in. First on it, Robichaud. Robichaud taken away and blasted out of bounds by Waterville.
Important to keep that on the sideline, so throw in, not corner kick.
Correct.
Erskine Academy, last handful of minutes, Mike, has been able to mostly keep the ball down here. Just haven't been able to get a shot on Burst yet.
All right, here's the throw-in, and it's caught by Burst.
Nice play.
Yeah, that's a planned play.
And for Burst, I love aggressiveness in goalies. Not going to risk anything. I'm going to go get that.
High punt out of there, and a good one, a header. Comes down Labby. Immediately stripped. Far side now, it's Caden Crawford. Crawford blasted it up, but right there is Burse. Dustin Burse, one of the seniors on this team.
Looks like it, too. Only one save, but I think you just see the experience.
Yeah.
And I think for Erskine doing the
head of the play is Willett. Willett tries a shot, and Studholm grabs the roller.
Nice easy one there for Stowe. I was going to say for Erskine, doing Burse, I think, a favor, because for a goalie, and you tell me, Mike, a little bit more experience with these being goalie, but I think doing him a solid because he's able to get his hands on the ball early, kind of get himself into the pace of the rhythm of the game, without really facing anything challenging.
Yeah, and you can tell that when you do get the ball to him, he knows what to do, and he's got that great long leg to punt things out of there. That one's way too far ahead there downfield of Cedeno.
Credit to Studholm, too, though. He's made a couple nice saves here to start.
All right, the freshman Brand runs into a wall there named Keegan Tavares, and that stopped the play at midfield. Far side, it's out, throw in. Eagles. Steal by Waterville. Here come the Panthers, lead to Willett. Hunter Willett slows it down, drives it to the net, looking for Cedeno, just a little bit too far in front of him. Cedeno does track it down in the corner. Cedeno trying to bring it back outside, and it's kicked off him and out of bounds.
Couple of those crossers. We saw a few early. Waterville just not quite right on target, had a few good chances.
All right, throw in, stolen by Tavares. Tavares clears it. And now stealing it is Hazelhurst. Cedeno gets the goal from Willett. Comes at 13:01. So 1-0 Waterville off the face. Panthers steal. Hazelhurst. Over to the far side. Now back deep in the Waterville, or deep at midfield, Owen Tate. Waterville with the pressure. There's a long one from pretty far out by Ethan Goodrich. It's wide. And it'll be a goalie kick here for not Parker Studholm, but Emmett Apple. All right, comes down, midfield, collected there by Tate. Tate, nice move by Hazelhurst, but he had to play it back. He does to Tavares. Now touch back up. Waterville in the offensive zone. No look kick there by Gendro. That was cool. Off the head. Deep in the zone. Wyatt Mishu can't clear it out. Kept in by Waterville. Panthers up 1-0. Looking for more. They have applied the pressure here the last 4 or 5 minutes for sure. That one's angled in. It's kicked out of there by Studholm. Now off the head of Tate. And driven way out. And a gaggle full of subs coming in for Erskine Academy.
Underneath that one, that's a second or third time Waterville set up that play where someone just tries to kind of give a touch pass to someone with a running start. That one, though, he just gets under that and kicks a kickball home run.
Local sports on the score brought to you by Midstate Machine. If you're looking for a career, check out the Machinist Development Program at midstateusa.com. By 201 Service, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984 in Skowhegan. And by Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Sales and service by a family who cares. A blast. Very wide. Waterville coach Dylan Dillaway yelling, "Focus."
I think Waterville opening up a few. I think a little frustrated. I think they could have had a few more really good opportunities. Just haven't been super sharp.
Right, Pilot tries to keep it in, does.
Nice save.
Header, midfield, off the chest there of Tavares, but picked up by Bryson Lamphere. Now deep for Waterville, it's Evan Gasky. Gasky turns to the net, blasts one. It's a good hard shot, but it's very wide.
Some of those like that, I'm not saying that the Waterville players can't make them, but I think that's when you talk about focus. I think that's one of those things he's referencing there. It's like, is that really the best use of the possession? Taking a 30-yard sharp angle shot.
It's a fair question.
Man, you were kidding. The notes we got for Erskine was that they're deep. They are subbing liberally.
Big time. It's almost like they've used 10 or 11 more.
Yeah, they are getting a lot of bodies in.
Header by Waterville to keep it alive. Up to Willett. Willett. Back in the middle, man Open is Tate. Tate up to the right side, Cedeno, but it was picked off. Now kept alive by Tate. Tate and Waterville cannot save it. That's out.
Willett tried to, couldn't. A little bit of discussion here between the ref and the Waterville head coach about whether that was out or not.
Here's a steal by Pilot. Kevin Withy, longtime football coach, now is a soccer official.
That made the transfer to international football.
He has, indeed. That one's way deep and coming out of the net there, and handling it is Dustin Burse. 22:40 left first half. Whoop, that one skips ahead. Chance here for Willett. One-on-one. He beats Studholm, goes wide, knocks it in. Hunter Willett makes it 2-0 Waterville.
That was a really nice play, and I believe, take a look at the long one real quick. That one might actually, does the goalie get an
assist?
A helper there? Take a look here. Obviously, Burst comes out and grabs it. I don't think anybody touched it, right, Mike?
I don't think so either.
Double check here. Going to give that the drop kick. Yeah, that squeaks through.
Yep, so give Burse a helper on the Hunter Willett goal, and it's 2-0.
How about that?
And Erskine Academy on its heels for sure. They need a goal. They need to get the next one. You don't want to fall behind this team by 3. 2's bad enough. All right, in for Waterville, Ethan Goodrich. In for Erskine Academy, Colin Oliphant. And checking out for the Purple Panthers, Braden Vigu.
Well, especially, too, you talk about getting down 3-0. As of right now, I only have Burst actually having to make one save. I mean, Erskine Academy's had a couple stretches here where I feel like they've been able to sort of keep the ball in their offensive half, but just haven't mounted anything out of it.
There's a high fly ball. Comes down. Cedeno goes high with it, tries to handle on the near side, and did not. It goes out of bounds.
Could not keep that down. Heck. Coach will letting him know, as opposed to popping that one up on the air, just trap it down on the ground and do something. There's a lot of space to work with out there, too.
Into Rachel. Rachel blocked. Good defensive play by Gendro, but then it's driven all the way down by Erskine Academy. Tavares will just let it roll for Burse. And Dustin will punt it away. Erskine Academy, good header. Good header there by Cormac Wilcox. A steal by Larrabee. Larrabee bounces it into the Waterville zone. An attempt to save it on the far side, no, and Labby will throw it in.
That one's going to switch over, I think, to the Eagles.
2-0. Cedeno and Willett the goals. Willett's got 1-1. He assisted on the first goal and scored the second.
The rare goalie assist today. You
Yes.
and I get to see a lot of unusual things in our broadcast.
Don't see that much.
No.
All right, here comes Oliphant. Oliphant over to Robichard. Robichard. Good pass up to Rachel. Oh, tripped up there big time was Larrabee. He got knocked down by Keegan Tavares. And this will go back to Erskine Academy.
A free kick here from pretty good distance for the Eagles.
Pretty good distance indeed. This is Emmett Apple. Waterville gets itself aligned. Up it goes. Burst jumped out of the net to make sure that that ball stayed away. It's headed out. Now it's headed back in. Ooh, man! That was an athletic play there by Cedeno. He almost did a cartwheel.
They crashed into each other. Burst there got his aggressiveness nearly bit him there. See the crash in a second as that one goes back out of bounds. And
got a Mid-State Machine replay for us?
Yeah. I think they did a nice job avoiding each other enough at the last minute. But, yeah, they're a little bit worried they're not seeing each other run at full speed.
All right. On the throw-in, Erskine Academy handles. Back it goes to Colin Oliphant. Labby steals. Nudged it up near midfield. Back over on the near side for Cormac Wilcox. Wilcox blasts it ahead, looking to get Cedeno in stride, but instead Studholm was all over it. Ooh, there's a collision. Everybody's okay, though.
You specifically mentioned in the pregame you thought we were going to see a physical game.
Yeah.
I think not quite maybe we were expecting, but we've seen moments.
Waterville's got it deep. Now it's out of bounds. Cormac Wilcox not able to run it down.
Waterville really looking to push it when they can.
18 minutes left, first half. It's 2-zip Panthers. Goals by Gabriel Cedeno and Hunter Willett. All right, here's the kick by Apple. Midfield handled by Caden Crawford. Hustling down that far side at breakneck speed. Erskine Academy had it stopped for the moment. Labby jumps into the play, can't save it there. A hand save. I don't know if that was going to be on net, but Burst got a left arm up and slowed that ball down instantly.
Ref takes a time here. Just take a look. I don't know if I'll be able to see the goal. You might be right, Mike. That looked like tough to tell from that angle. Might have been bending out, but man, Burst still got himself caught out of position. I do think you're right. I think that was hooking away.
Again, awful angle that we're at for that play, so it's difficult to know.
Let me ask the expert. Tyler, do you think that was on goal? That last one that he knocked down? Great analysis. Same thing we said.
Okay.
I do think you were right, though, Mike. That being said, it's still not a good position for a goalie to be in.
You don't want to take chances. If you think it's close to being on goal, stop
I meant him running out and then having to retreat backwards while trying to make potentially a save.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Definitely knock it down.
All right, here's Burst with a punt. Header by Erskine Academy. Picked up by Gryatsky. Gryatsky hustling down that right side and back to stop the play, Garrett Gendro.
That was a really nice play there from Erskine Academy. He kind of hit the brakes. I think he made it look like he was going to kick it and then didn't. Adamson, that was a nice little fake.
All right, Alex Reachel has a corner kick.
1-1 each team here in the first half.
16 and a half to go in the first half. 16:40, that is, excuse me. Here it is. Erskine Academy could use one. Not going to happen there because it was picked off by Burse.
Yeah, low line drive right to Burse.
And he sends his team away. He's got Willett ahead of the pack. Barreling down. Willett looking to get that pass, does. And now lays it over. The shot there by Ethan Goodrich is a save by Studholm. I thought Waterville had something for sure there.
I think a little bit of confusion. Ended up turning a nice play. I think that was going to be wide, but a nice job by Studholm to knock it down a trap.
And Waterville showed some very good speed. Now Thomas Labby will throw it in. Knocked down, picked up by Robichard. Robichard into the Waterville zone. Immediately Tavares all over it. Tavares kicks it to Vassalboro.
Did you ever compete in the punt, pass, and kick?
No, I was no Andy Reid. I could never kick a football.
I'm just curious because we obviously get drop kicks in this, and I was just curious how you did.
I never could kick a football. Now, it could be, if there was a long snap competition, I'm in. Because I was a very good long snapper, if I do say so myself.
I didn't think to ask that.
In the punt, pass, and kick, if you can't punt and you can't kick,
you're kind of doomed.
Yeah, you're kind of going to not do well. And my passing, mediocre, but it was better than my punting and my kicking. So you've seen that video of Andy Reid when he was like 12.
I don't think so.
He was like 6'3" and 220 already. In Southern California, got a free kick here, and it's way wide. It's on YouTube. Go check it out.
I will do that. Speaking of punt, pass, and kick, that was a field goal that was good from 30.
Yep.
I'll have to check that out. No, I was just thinking about it. You mentioned
that's why I said I was no Andy Reid.
Yeah.
All right, back underway. Erskine Academy trying to get something going offensively. Very little sustained pressure at all by the Eagles or good scoring chances. Meanwhile, Waterville has had 2 great ones, and they've cashed in on both as a Waterville player goes down really hard there. That was Tobin Tebow. They've cashed in on the 2 really good ones and had several other good scoring opportunities.
I think for Erskine, I think they'd be a little bit frustrated, maybe taking a couple of long blasts you just didn't need to take, but I think maybe just confidence that they've got the opportunities.
Tavares ahead to Cedeno. He kind of mistimed it and missed it. It might have hit his hand, too, but it's out anyway.
Yeah, tried to just catch that out of the air, and then they said whiff, and now that's going to roll out of bounds for a goal kick.
All right, goal kick for Erskine Academy. Down to 13:45. Emmett Apple. That will be shy of midfield. A header there by Wilcox. Wilcox looking for Cedeno. Cedeno unable to keep it in. Throw in once again the head of Wilcox. He's a big, tall guy. Picked off by Larrabee. Larrabee lead looking for Griatsky. Didn't connect. Griatsky went down. Griatsky stops the play there. Kept it in ever so briefly. Griatsky being a pest. Waterville gets control. Erskine Academy back with it near midfield. Down 2-0. Up to Griatsky. Griatsky down the far side. That was a nice move. To Larrabee. Larrabee's got a big leg trying to get to the net. He drives one. Boy, that had some steam on it, and it missed. That was an absolute bullet.
That really exploded off his foot. Whew. Good luck catching that one. That one might go right through you. As an Erskine Academy, they've had a couple, like I said, sustained minutes of pressure. Just, again, still by my count, Bierce, 1 save.
That's it. 1 measly save. Hazelhurst ahead of the pack. Willett barrels down. Willett to the net. Studholm comes out. Willett scores! Hunter Willett in alone, his 2nd straight goal. It is 3-0 Waterville.
Same kind of play. Just like you said, a little touch pass. This assist coming instead of the goalie this time. Coming from, that was Hazelhurst. Feeds it through, and then Willett wins the foot race. Gets his 2nd of the day, like you said. Already 4 shots on goal for him.
He has been a dominant player so far. 27:48. The time of the goal for Waterville. And a 3-zip lead. Larrabee played it ahead, but it's blasted out of there by Tavares. Tavares has it headed back. Erskine Academy's got to get something cooking here in the final 11 and a half minutes or 11 minutes and 50 seconds.
Yeah, even to make Bierce make a save.
Yeah. Cedeno playing near midfield, not normally where he is. Wilcox back to Tate. Tate up to midfield. Almost intercepted at midfield by Robichard. Now Erskine Academy does have it to Pilot. Pilot behind his back kind of towed it over and intercepted by Waterville. Driven out here, Cedeno. Cedeno's got Willett, but no.
Offsides.
That is offsides. There is offsides in soccer.
Now you can tell Cedeno, they'd break there for Erskine. I wasn't watching initially because it depends on where they were lined up when it came out. We do know this is Withy, Mr. Withy gave us the spiel. This is an indirect kick, so they cannot score off of this. So if it rolled all the way to the goal, no one touches it, does not count.
Braden Temple, look out!
Uh-oh.
Here's Willett looking for a Hattie. Studholm comes out and blasts it away.
I think after seeing that play a few times, he was tired of it.
All right, for the Waterville Panthers, Cormac Wilcox taken away by Larrabee. Larrabee left-footed, and he hit that off the inside of his toe, and it goes out.
Now that one too, that looked a little bit like if I'm gonna throw this with my left arm. A lot of power, but I don't have a lot of control.
Right.
Because that first one he booted, got up in a hurry, and that was off his right foot.
That shot that he took about 5 minutes ago is one of the hardest soccer shots I've ever seen.
That's the type of kick that the football coach goes, "We need you kicking on Fridays."
He looks like he could play linebacker for the football team if they had one here at Erskine Academy. That's a large young man, number 40.
You are not wrong.
He is rugged. That's a college tight end right there. That's a baby Gronk. That one's driven up. Header by EA. Back to midfield. It is Tate. Owen Tate, big rangy guy. That one's blocked on the play. Out of bounds off Erskine Academy. Ooh. Throw back in. Eagles able to keep it in. No. Yes.
Willett got knocked down. You were shielded there, but Willett caught a high arm there and went to the grass.
So Martin Hazelhurst will give it over to Tavares, who's got a big leg. Tavares blasts it. It's to the net. It is off. And right there in front, a collision. Studholm ran into a Waterville player. That Waterville player went down, and Studholm came away with it. Was that Willett? It was.
It was.
I figured it was, but I had to see a number before I could tell.
Cedeno tried to direct it, couldn't, and then Willett missed and just kind of ran into a ton of traffic.
Back on his feet. Willett gets it back, looking for a hat trick, trying to maneuver there in pretty tight quarters, and it's cleared. Not very far out, though, kept in by Ethan Goodrich. Waterville up 3-0, able to play their game now. That one's knocked down. Jumping on it there is Bryson Lamphere. Lamphere, some good speed at midfield. Lamphere being chased on the play by Tate. Lamphere and Tate, they go, and Tate knocks down Lamphere. The ball ends up out of bounds.
I think good no call there. I think Tate ended up just beating him to it, and Lamphere kind of sold it a little bit, maybe. Just kind of ended up running out his angle.
All right, throw in here for Erskine Academy. 8:12 to go in the first half. 3-0 Waterville. Ball ends up right to Garrett Gendro. Gendro gave it away at midfield. Erskine Academy right back at it. Picked off, midfield. Gendro curls it up. Here comes Waterville. Cedeno's ahead of the play. Willett's ahead of the play. Driving down to the net, and blocked there is Ethan Goodrich.
That just got out a little bit in front of him.
All right, midfield, jumping up there. Tavares. Tavares. Angles down the left side. Tavares, what, did he go out? Must have.
Yeah, couldn't quite keep it in. Two chances right there. Waterville just got a little bit ahead of themselves. That one goes out of bounds. Before that, they don't get a chance to make a pass to threaten Studholm.
All right, Erskine Academy blocked. That's out. Stays with the Eagles. Got subs. Emmett Apple coming back in for Erskine Academy. Owen Robichard, too. Mr. Larrabee checking out. Mr. Reachel checking out. Here it is. A lot of white jerseys around that throw-in. Let's see which way they're going to go with it.
My favorite thing of any sport. Anytime, football, right, fumble. But anytime there's a ball out of bounds, you immediately have to point your team's way. Doesn't matter.
Of course. It's like when there's a fumble.
Yeah. We got it. We totally got it.
Why are you even asking? It's hard. we recovered that. All right, that one's to the net. Immediately, though, it is knocked away by Tavares with feeling.
Uh-oh.
All right, here is Cedeno. Cedeno had to go to the sidelines to get it, and Erskine Academy able to play it out.
A nice play there. I believe that was Temple who ended up kicking that one out of bounds. Saved a fast break again for the Purple Panthers.
Closing in on 6 minutes to go first half, 6:15. Throw in down in the Erskine Academy zone. With Parker Studholm in goal. He's been active today.
Willett went and got that in the corner. Now they're switching again. Let's say Willett ran over there. We got the same angle the camera does,
right?
Which is there's a lot of Erskine players in the way.
All right, Waterville trying to keep it in the zone. Comes up the near side. Erskine Academy curls it out. Here's Rao. Rao with all kinds of speed. Look at him motor. That is some serious speed there for Erskine Academy. They couldn't do much with it, though. But
he got pushed off there late as they got into the zone, goes across and missed a header and ends up going back to the Purple Panthers.
Waterville drives it back. On it there is Robichard, but it's stolen by Waterville. Cedeno running up, and Willett's pass is blocked.
He was looking for Gendro coming in at full speed in the middle of the field.
All right, Ben Foster midfield. Rao in the way. Picked back up, though, by Ethan Goodrich. Goodrich up, handled nicely by Willett. Willett goes back to Labby. Thomas Labby up the far sideline. A header off the chest there of Willett. Squirts out to midfield, scooped up by Apple. Apple, though, lost it. And driving it is Tate. Tate in deep. Cedeno is there. He has been there most of the day. And that one ends up out.
Let's stick with the Purple Panthers. He's that wide receiver in single coverage. He's over there by himself. We'll kick it over there. He'll figure it out.
All right, Rao stole it. Erskine Academy coming back. Lead pass. And back there is Tavares to shield it as it ends up. Whoa. Little shoving session there. And referee Kevin Withy getting a card out. He's got cards.
That's going to go against Erskine Academy, I believe, right? He didn't do 2?
I think he did 2.
Okay, just making sure. So you got a little bump there for the goalie, and much like your quarterback in football, Waterville quick to defend him.
So do we have that on the Mid-State Machine replay?
You will see it again, my good friend. The coaches are the way, so you're not going to – Beers gets bumped right there. You're not going to see that, but you're going to see the retaliation afterwards.
So little muscle tussle. All of that happening with 4:06 to go. Referee Kevin Withy with the yellow cards out.
Doc, is there a time frame for how long I have to snap?
That was Tavares asking about how much time he's going to have to spend in the penitentiary over here.
So 5 for Waterville, 34 for
Who
Erskine.
we need to get a name on. It might be Josh Dennis, who's listed below on the JV roster. That's what I'm going to go with.
He's a big kid, too.
He is, too, yes. All right, the ball in the hands, as you can see, of Dustin Burst, the Waterville goalkeeper. 4:06 to go. Referee Kevin Withy says play. Here's the punt to midfield. Missed the head there of Gendro. Gendro ends up back with it. Jumped up off the side of his foot, kept alive by Noah Pelletier. Waterville keeps it in. Hazelhurst. He gets tripped up. Here comes Erskine Academy. That's Apple. Apple starts the rush. Apple gets it back. Apple by Labby. Something going here for Erskine Academy. Right on goal. Easy save, though, by Burst, and they had tons of numbers. They had 3 men to the net.
Yeah, I think that's one of the situations I think you'd like to see a centering pass. That being said, I am willing to. I think that was a save by Beers.
Oh, yeah. I would much rather have a centering pass with a possible deflection than a shot right on the goaltender. I mean, that hit the goaltender, Burst, right in the gut.
I'm with you. I was also going to give you credit. We've seen 2 yellow cards, obviously, here in this first half, and you said physical game. We saw cards. I think that automatically checks off Mike's pregame note is correct.
I am your soccer guru.
I knew it.
After all right, ahead of the pack, Willett. He's got 2 already. Waterville on top here, 3-0. Willett down. Ball's out of bounds.
We're going to get something here. That was, I think that was in the box. We'll see what the call is.
All right, it is.
I believe it should be a penalty kick.
Yeah.
Because it was in the box.
That's what I'm thinking.
I think Willett, trying to be a little bit too unselfish, was going to give it up. And everybody says, dude, you've kicked 2 in. We're going to give you this one.
Yep. And so there goes Hunter Willett.
Chance for the Hattie.
2 already, looking for a hat trick.
Man, what a tough spot for Studholm to be in.
Parker Studholm against Hunter Willett, who's already got 2. Willett lines it up. Willett fires. Saved by Studholm!
Wow!
So Studholm wins that 1-on-1. And that is a big save for Erskine Academy.
That was huge.
And I've never played goalie in soccer, but I'm guessing that it's all about guessing. You've got to figure I'm going to go one way and see what happens.
I mean, yeah. The only I think that you would use Maybe tendencies is the only other thing I think you could go to. Wow, what a monster save.
Sure was. Keeps it at 3-zip as we close in on 2 minutes left in the first half.
How about this trend continuing about you and I consistently seeing penalty shots?
I know. We saw 2 in a row the other day with Skowhegan field hockey by Sedalia Savage.
I think out of all the field hockey and soccer games you and I have covered this season, I think there's only one game we haven't seen a penalty shot, and it was last night.
I know.
And that was a great game.
Back outside, yeah, Wilcox. Great atmosphere, too, between Coney and Gardner. I got an email from Holly Daigle, the Coney coach this morning. She said, were you entertained? Yeah, we were.
Oh, it was a good one.
We were, and everybody, the hundreds who were there were entertained as well.
It was a good one.
Really good game.
Highly recommend Central Maine Sports on YouTube.
Yep, go back and check it out and subscribe while there. Check out our Legends of the Game series, the latest on legendary Winslow football coach Mike Savitsky.
Hard to spell Savitsky without win.
Exactly. Here it is ahead of the back. Cedeno, and Studholm came out, and that just rolls into the net. And Cedeno has another one, so he has 2, and Ouellette has 2, and it's 4-0.
Double check that one more time. I just want to see if so. Ouellette picks up the assist. Cedeno get that, Tyler? Did it just take it? See what you think, Mike. If you could see that,
I can't see that.
I'm going to say yes because I think the direction changes, but man, it's close. So we'll give Ouellette a helper, and we'll give Cedeno his second.
All right. So Cedeno from Ouellette. Time of the goal, 38:50. And Waterville, a team that can score, is scoring.
I said in pregame they average 5 goals a game. They've given up 6 on the season.
Yep, well, they're 4/5 of the way there. That's Adamson. What an Apple. Up ahead of the pack. It is sealed off by Waterville, though.
Oh, Cedeno with a sneaky play.
Robichaud back to Cedeno after Robichaud couldn't handle it. Knocked down by Apple. 28 seconds to go in the half. Stolen. Cedeno. There's a lot of talent there, too. Cedeno over to Hazelhurst. Hazelhurst, little muscle tussle with Crawford. They had forearms out.
Little shoulder bump.
Soccer version of a forearm shiver.
Yeah, just letting you know I'm here.
10 seconds to go. Waterville ball. So the Panthers have come to South China and have taken it to the Erskine Academy Eagles here in the first half. 4 goals. 2 by Hunter Ouellette, 2 by Gabriel Cedeno, and Waterville leads it 4-0 at halftime. Halftime coming up. Highlights of the first half brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company. 4-0 Waterville over Erskine Academy. Halftime is next here on The Score.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Raising money for our cause, supporting our neighbors, helping to recognize those that should be recognized, providing educational opportunities, working together to make someone's day just a bit brighter. Our employees enjoy being a part of making our communities a better place to live and work. Skowhegan Savings Bank.
At Hite Chevrolet in Skowhegan, our family is here for your family. And our family has been providing affordable, reliable transportation to families in central and western Maine for 113 years. You don't have that kind of longevity in the car business without building strong, trusting relationships with customers from one generation to the next. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned, financing, or special incentives, your shopping experience is always stress-free at Hite Chevy. Hite Chevrolet on Madison Avenue as you turn into Skowhegan. You'll also find the Hite family of dealerships in Madison and Farmington.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
For the safety of you and your family, 201 Tire Battery and Service on Riverside Drive in Vassalboro offers only the best and most reliable tires and batteries, including used batteries for your ride, cars, motorcycles, and more. And tires for everything. Tractors, lawnmowers, your car and truck, custom rims? Yup, of course. Open Monday through Thursday, 7:30 until 5, Friday till 3. Pet friendly with free battery testing and complimentary ice cream. 201 Tire Battery and Service on the Augusta Vassalboro line.
Manchester Motors is your official Coyote tractor dealer. If you work the land, you just got to be a jack of all trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder or a farmer or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else. Find your Coyote tractor at Manchester Motors, 1031 Western Avenue, Manchester.
Casella Waste. You see their trucks everywhere all the time. That's because they're out taking care of customers like you. Roll-off dumpsters, they've got them 15 to 50 yards. And they're in your neighborhood picking up the trash so you don't have to worry about it. Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly from 2 to 10 yards. Casella Waste will also deliver portable toilets when and where you need them. And they offer septic services. Call to learn more about Casella Waste. 872-8257, 872-8257 for Casella Waste.
Is it time for an auto loan? The team at Connected Credit Union will focus on an affordable monthly payment to fit your budget, while offering you a low rate and great service. Give our loan team a try for your next auto purchase. The added convenience of applying online or using our mobile app is just one more way Connected Credit Union makes your financing easy. Get connected, stay connected. Federally insured by the NCUA, member eligibility required.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, our score crew this afternoon. That's Chaz Wing on our graphics and computer, and Tyler Rigney is running our game camera here this afternoon. He has not been assaulted by a soccer ball as of yet.
Yeah. I did get him being the soccer expert, or I've deemed it so, did get his ruling on that last goal.
Fangraphs does indicate that he has a 37.5% chance of being hit by a ball. We've heard that from Fangraphs.
He was a hockey goalie, though, so the reflexes, got to be there if it does come his way.
He still moves like a cat, no doubt about it.
I'm not worried about him at all.
Halftime's brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner is Hammond Lumber. Find them at hammondlumber.com. 4 goals in the first half, 2 and 2. Cedeno wrapped around 2 in a row from Hunter Willett.
Yeah, you're going to see here starting this off. I think just the tone set for this game very early on. Studholm has to make that save on a blast. Nice job doing that, but then just under pressures, you're going to see just the speed. Willett here going to dish this off, like you said, to Cedeno. That's ice cream. In the words of Mike Violet, ice cream. Here, Willett way ahead of everybody. This is the assist from the goalie, actually, on the drop kick. And then speed again, right? Starting to look familiar, gets one-on-one, goes around and puts it in. That's 3-0. Then Willett could have had the Hattie. This could have been 4-0 right here.
Right, penalty shot.
But how about this from Studholm, first-year goalkeeper, facing one of a very good score, knocks it down. Keeps it 3-0.
And nothing against Studholm. He made the stop, but I'm sure Willett would like to have that one back.
And then here, again, familiar spite. That one, Cedeno able to go 5-hole. Got Tyler's ruling on that. We agreed. Cedeno did score. Willette picks up the helper. So at half, Willette's got 2 goals, 2 assists. Cedeno's got 2 goals, and then a helper for Bierce. And double check here, I lost the name. 22.
Oh yeah, we just got a ruling on that for Waterville 22.
Wilcox.
Yeah,
Apologies.
Cormac Wilcox.
Wilcox. So helpers all around. 4 goals, 4 assists. You'll take that. I only got 3 saves on goal for Bierce. I think Waterville's done a nice job not allowing the Eagles to turn any type of offensive possession into really a credible goal-scoring opportunity.
Speaking of helpers, we can't do it without the help of our great sponsors, including Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer, sales and service by a family who cares, by Somerset Stone and Stove, offering quality gas, pellet, and wood stoves and hardscape products, and also our friends at 201 Tire Battery and Service, your tire and battery experts on the Augusta-Vassalboro line.
Speaking of which, if you're taking, Route 201, don't go through, I got stuck. I didn't learn my lesson. You come up to Skowhegan, got stuck in traffic. Tyler and I got stuck coming down to China today because I didn't listen to you.
You didn't listen to me.
No. So if you're coming down this way,
so 201, there's a something going on.
There's just big strips of road they've shut down to 1 lane.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what I assumed you got caught.
I went up to Winslow yesterday from Augusta, and I got into that. And
it's bad.
I did not expect to get into a traffic jam in Norwich Walk, of all places.
I was thinking Vassalboro
the other day.
Norwich
I mean,
Walk.
and it was a king-size traffic jam of like 15 minutes. I'm sitting here. All right, I've looked at everything I can look at on my phone. Can we move along, please?
I'm with you. I am with you. Tyler and I both got caught in that.
I mean, I think any traffic jam should only last as long as it takes to go through your email, see who you got, go through Twitter, see what's trending, and then if there's any notifications on Facebook or Instagram, and then the traffic jam should be over.
I agree with you. Speaking of going through that, let's lock it in right now. Obviously, I'm sure you made the pick. Anybody that's friends with you on Facebook, you made it on the opening drive. But real quick, before we get the second half, Mike's Unfearless prediction for tonight.
I have not posted it yet. I did mention it this morning, though.
Spoilers.
24-20, the Jets will beat the Patriots. The Patriots will cover but take the under. So take the Patriots to cover but take the under.
Did the line really get up that? I thought it was 7.
6.5.
You said 24-20. I can't do math.
6.5. I know you can't. That's why we're in radio.
Thank goodness.
And now video.
Thank goodness. I always heard
they said eventually that we'd have these kinds of things right here, these devices that would have calculators on them, and lo and behold, we do. So thank God for that.
Okay.
All right,
24-20 Jets.
24-20 Jets. The other experts on my show, Dave Peck from NBC Connecticut, formerly of ABC 7, Fox 22 in Bangor, said 17-16 Patriots. Dave Eade this morning from CBS 13 picked the Patriots to win 23-20. I digressed.
I heard from an anonymous source that when you pick the Patriots to win this season, they lose, and vice versa, which makes me feel good because I picked the Patriots to win.
So I'm 0-2 in my picks. I picked the Patriots to lose the opener. They won. I picked them to win the second game against Seattle. They lost. So, I mean,
I like it. I took them.
I bare my soul to the world. And
hey, you put yourself out there. That takes courage.
I don't hold anything back. Yeah, I do it with conviction and a certain amount of stupidity. That one bounces on Studholm right off the second half faceoff.
That was a heck of a blast. Uh-oh.
Boy, that
Tyler.
And it was a guy named Tyler. Tyler Clark saved Tyler Rigney from being trounced by that ball.
That's a lot of points towards being player of the game, got to be honest.
That was close.
Life flashed before your eyes. Would have been a great shot, though.
Again, Fangraphs predicting Tyler with a 37.5% chance of being hit by a soccer ball.
Oh, man.
All right, Labby loops one up to center. Larrabee knocked it down. It's cleared in by Waterville. And Hunter Willette, who can absolutely fly, gets ahead of the pack, and then he had it taken away. That's a great play back there by Colby Griatsky.
What a good name, too.
Griatsky, that's Griatzky. Good French-Canadian kid.
Love it.
All right, over to Wilcox. Wilcox to Goodrich. He angles it in, a header. It's going to be wide. Studholm threatening to come out, but now Larrabee is going to pick it up.
Yeah, Cedeno just didn't get enough of a line on that.
Larrabee blasts one. That's out.
Yeah, that lands out.
4-0. Waterville with goals from Cedeno, Willette, and Cedeno.
And again, for those, as we showed you in the first half highlights, thanks to Mid-State Machine, Mike and I's streak of penalty shots has continued, and we got a goalie assist in this game.
No kidding. I mean,
we're seeing it all this season.
Those are definite score lights, that's for sure. All right, at midfield, it is Emmett Apple. Apple ridden all the way by Cedeno. That pass is blocked by Gendro. Garrett Gendro played it back. Erskine Academy goes left to right. Fan makes a good play down there. Waterville right to left.
As Waterville potentially pushes this forward, I got to tell you, one of the things that I always appreciate for South China, does not matter what sport, Mike, you and I find ourselves on this field, good crowd shows up.
They represent.
South China turns out.
They represent, and I'm sure there's a good dose of Waterville people here, too. Look at the speed of Goodrich as he absolutely flew by Tyler Clark, and he runs it down to the corner.
Save. Yeah, that front line for the Panthers could fly.
That went off the foot there of Mr. Gabriel Cedeno.
I tried to kind of just side kick that one, and again, I think just got a little underneath it.
All right, free kick here, goal kick that is for Erskine Academy. It'll be Larrabee, Chase Larrabee.
I'm still looking for what I would deem Erskine Academy's first quality goal-scoring opportunity. Bierce has made 3 saves, but I wouldn't call them quality saves.
Tavares, nice little touch. Here comes Waterville, lickety-split on the attack. Cedeno, right side, angles it for the middle, looking for a tip. Instead, down in front, it's Gendro hit the post, and the rebound is in. It hit the crossbar, and then the rebound put home. And it's Hunter Willett with a hat trick.
Actually, credit due. Studholm saved that. As you say in the Mid-State Machine replay, he saved that. He's off his feet, and then Willett basically just walked that into the goal.
5-0 Waterville. Time of the goal, 3:13.
That was a heck of a save from Studholm. Quick stat question for you, Tyler. Gendro pick up an assist for that? All right.
You guys talk it out over there.
Because it was saved. It's different for each sport. In field hockey, it's not an assist. But in hockey, that's an assist.
All the possession for Waterville. Gendro, nice pass ahead. Willett. Trying some fancy footwork, but he got stuffed there by Gryatsky. Good slide check there, if I can use that term. Over to Labby. Labby left it for Goodrich. Waterville spikes it ahead. Wilcox. And Goodrich kind of faked himself out there. Throw in here by Dominic Brand. And all Waterville in this one. Panthers with 4 in the first half, 1 in the second.
Yep, I Googled it. Yep, credit Gendro gets an assist.
All right, then. The judges have made their ruling.
Unless the internet lied to me, but I don't think the internet can lie to
internet never
people.
lies.
Yeah,
Everything you read on the internet is true.
Double check that. It's so interesting. Like I said, that it's different sport to sport because in field hockey, it's not an assist. If there's a save, it is a dead ball in terms of stats.
Ball blasted to midfield. Waterville on it there. Scooping up that loose ball, Martin Hazelhurst. Hazelhurst right side to Willett. Flashing out of the net, Studholm, and he blasts it out of bounds.
I think Studholm, after seeing a lot of just free runners at this point, anything he sees that he can get out of bounds, he's going to quickly get out of bounds.
Curled in front, off the head of Larrabee. Waterville player knocked down. That was incidental contact. That was just one of those things all the way ahead of the pack, and right it rolls to Bierce. And
a lot of that today for Bierce.
Dustin Bierce.
Standing at the top of the box, picking them up, booting them back the other way.
Punts it out. Waterville on the attack. Here's Goodrich. Goodrich to the middle. Hazelhurst. Side pass down to Willett. And Waterville can just play their game here, ahead 5-0. There's no real sense of urgency. You can actually work on things if you want to. Labby keeps it in. No, he can't. Kind of got tied up in his feet.
Tell you what, if you're not a well-conditioned team, you play the Panthers, you're going to get some cardio.
Yeah, they're in really good shape. I mean, this team can really, really run. Tavares back. Labby kicks it over to a teammate. That's Al Salah.
Not advisable.
Apple. Now back in front. Cleared out of there nicely by Ben Foster.
Now they're a smarter play. Waterville, I think, playing Labby, I'm not sure necessarily what he was thinking. Kicking it across your own box, not generally a good idea.
That one is high, and it comes down in front, and it's in. It is in. It's Dominic Brand, the freshman. And Erskine Academy breaks the goose egg. Dominic Brand with the goal. And the Eagles are on the board. It is 5-1 Waterville.
Yeah, Brand picks up the assist. And again, I think Waterville maybe goofing around a little bit. We looked at this name pregame, and you told me what it is, and I'm going to mess it up again.
What number?
11. The assist is going to go to Reichel?
Rachel.
See, we went over this at pregame, and I already forgot. Rachel gets the assist.
Rachel. Yeah, I saw it, and I thought it's like Jack Reichel, the hockey player, without a T.
That's what my brain keeps defaulting to.
This is Reichel with a T, except it's Rachel. That's tied up. And a free kick here for Erskine Academy. Driving it up is Larrabee. Midfield, Apple hustling after it. Apple slides it up right side to Brand. Brand, a freshman who is going to be a fantastic player. He already is, but he's only going to get better. That one's way out of bounds. Over the fence, out of bounds.
But again, I think that's the case. Waterville going to be upset with themselves, I think, to give that one up. Just a little bit lackluster effort.
All right, midfield to pick off here by Erskine Academy. Eagles keep it alive. They go to Brand. Brand rolls it over to Pilot. Now back out to Robichard. Robichard over to Apple. Apple pooches it up to Brand. Brand to the net. Blast one, but it's right on goal. Easy save, Dustin Bierce.
Yeah, all of a sudden, though, Erskine Academy finding a little bit of mojo on offense.
I mean, when I said that Waterville had a 5-0 lead and they could work on things, you want to keep an edge while you do it.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I think on that Brand goal, Waterville, as much as anything, just kind of let that one happen.
Panthers back on the attack, ahead to Gendro. Garrett leaves it there for Goodrich, and it's cleared out by Erskine Academy. Look out. Ball girl saves us right there.
Credit where credit is due. Play of the game.
These ball girls and boys are really good. They are getting after it.
Well, I think they heard Tyler was a little bit scared today. Knew they had to be on tip-top game.
They are Tyler's Secret Service agents, really. They're soccer Secret Service agents.
I like that. I think that is absolutely accurate.
They will take a bullet for Tyler. Boy, going down on the play there was Cormac Wilcox, and he wanted a call, and he didn't get one.
Tell you what, after Waterville gave up that goal, Brand found one. Intensity kind of went back up to 10, didn't it?
Sure did.
Sort of dropped down, I think, and then all of a sudden Erskine gets one. A little spark going here.
All right. You could hear that deflect off. Two players there. Scooping it out of there is Cormac Wilcox. Up in the air to Clark. Now Waterville's Gendro. Gendro plays it over to Goodrich. Goodrich over midfield. Cleared off by Noah Pelletier. Erskine Academy. Can they keep it going after finally getting a goal by Dominic Brand? Can they keep the momentum? Waterville has been dominant, really, until a few minutes before that goal. Panthers work it out up the right side of Willette.
It's a good guy to find if you need a little juice.
Here he is. Curls it up. Ahead of the pack there is Cedeno. That ends up high into the air and high over the net with exactly a half hour to go, 30 minutes.
Yeah, that was a nice centering pass there, but Cedeno a little bit too underneath it.
Our broadcast brought to you by I already did that one. Assistance Plus, providing home care, behavioral health, and developmental services. Together, we can make a difference. By Manchester Motors, your Coyote tractor dealer. We dig dirt. And by Casella Waste for your residential and commercial trash pickup. Bounces ahead. Back, though, to get it from Waterville, Ben Foster, and also coming out of the net, making the stop there is Bierce.
Letting that one roll in the box, scoop it up. Drop kick here, see if he'd take advantage of some of that speed of his front line.
Boy, he's got some power in that leg, too. Larrabee just lets it go to Studholm and Parker up with it. Couple of bounces, and it goes by the intended receiver Pilot there, back in the Waterville zone. Cleared up by Tavares, who's also a weapon back there, too, for the Purple Panthers. Apple, ahead of the pack. There's Tavares. He got knocked down on the play by Bryson Lamphere.
No whistle. They're letting him play.
I like it.
I do, too.
This has been a fun game, even though it's 5-1. Action.
Again, you talk about once it was 5-0, it felt like the game with the kind of.
Robichaud pass right side, Crawford. Crawford checked by Thomas Labby. Good play by Labby. And it is out off EA. Goodrich gets it back. Plays pass with Foster. Foster over on the right side and unable to run that down. Owen Tate. This will go back to Erskine Academy. 28-20. Eagles trail 5-1 on a fantastic afternoon. Thursday
Very
in
lovely.
the 80s. Maybe not now, but it was when we started.
That one wide, or on the short side, but wide of the cage. So that's going to be a goal kick here for the Purple Panthers. Tell you what, look, Mike, I have no cheering interest in any game that we do. But Erskine Academy scores another goal. I don't want to know where that physicality of this game's going to be if they find another one.
Yeah, I agree. They get the next one. Excuse me. Things get really interesting. All right, off a Waterville player, and it's picked off and kept in the zone by Caden Crawford. Crawford, for a moment, it was on the leg of Gendro, then it was cleared out of bounds by Waterville.
Trying to find, I think, exactly where they're throwing it in. I think they moved up a few yards.
Yep. Can't blame them for trying. Off the chest of Robichaud. Robichaud curls one up, and that is out the back. Right now, it is 75. But tomorrow night, fellas, in Skowhegan for Lawrence at Skowhegan, we're going to need to dress up a little bit.
What's the low?
Because the high temperature tomorrow is only going to be 69 degrees.
And showers in the forecast tomorrow, too, right?
So by the time we get to Skowhegan, you're not going to need your long johns or anything, but it's definitely going to be much cooler than it is today.
And believe it or not, I'm a hoodie guy, so.
I don't like hoods. I don't wear hats. I don't wear hoods.
I'm not a hat guy.
Nope.
I wear beanies, but
all right, this one is
blasted
stopped.
Out.
You wear beanies?
Yes.
This I got to see.
I'm a beanie guy. How have you not seen it?
I've never seen you wear a beanie. When have you worn a beanie?
That is not true at all. You and I worked all winter. I absolutely wore a beanie.
I didn't see this.
Okay.
I don't believe you.
All right. Well, we'll work together
beanie.
this winter during hockey and
all right.
and basketball season. You will see.
You wear the hats that I refuse to wear.
Yeah. Oh, with the dingly tops?
All right. Labby blasts one with his left foot.
Uh-oh.
Great pass ahead of the play for Willett. It's headed off there literally by Larrabee. That was headed off at the pass.
Not out of trouble yet.
Kept alive by Waterville. In close, Gendro. Now back outside, a blast by Cormac Wilcox, and that's way out.
That one, he opened his golf club there and just.
He opened his club face.
Yep, opened it up. And
like so many of us before him.
Took off.
25 and a half minutes left in the second half. 5-1 Waterville. Down to Gendro. Gendro headed it to Goodrich. Goodrich with a header. Gendro trying to jump on it. Jumping up now is Hazelhurst. Waterville keeps it alive. Spiked out of there by Robichaud. In the middle for Apple. Apple down the far side for Carter Rao.
He is.
Oh, he can fly.
He is speed.
He can absolutely fly. Rao is a senior. He's got a lot of speed and a lot of moss.
Yes.
That is some serious moss. Here's some serious goal-scoring ability. Hunter Willett.
Yeah, we talked about it pregame, and we, asking around, getting ready for the fall season. Of course, a lot of talk. Got the quarterbacks here in Central Maine for football. We know we got really good field hockey, but repeatedly we heard that watch out for that Waterville boys soccer team. They got a chance.
Good club.
And they've got goal scorers. They got speed. They got goal scorers, and they are fast.
Foster up to Labby. Nice job there by Labby to head it. Couldn't handle it, though, afterwards. Popped up by Tyler Clark. Picked up by Gendro. Gendro lays it over smartly for Goodrich. Goodrich, nice move. Wheeled right around Clark. Angles to the middle. There is Willett. Willett back to Gendro. Gendro, some fancy footwork. Fires one, and a save is made by Studholm.
Nice job by Studholm. He's not had an easy job today. That's his 8th save, one of which is a penalty shot.
Back to Foster. Deflects off Labby's foot. Midfield, Cormac Wilcox. Boy, he and Apple, a couple of big ones. There's some big soccer players on this field today. It's big
midfielders.
And the biggest one right there is Chase Larrabee, who is tight end big.
Midfield. A couple of these faces look familiar from the lacrosse team where they play defense and actually hit people.
Right.
You imagine making the switch to soccer where, not to say there's not physicality, we've seen some today. But
it's limited.
Yeah.
Definitely limited.
All
right, on the throw-in. Waterville pumps it back into the zone, and Studholm out.
But like you said, there are some big midfielders either way today.
Wilcox missed it. Goes back to his teammate Foster. Foster up in the air. Clark with a header. Now Gendro. What a Goodrich. Goodrich lost it. Cleared back out. Out. It will roll on the far side. Waterville's ball. Cormac Wilcox. In for Cedeno. Cedeno headed off at the pass there by Emmett Apple. Apple looking to get it back, but instead back-checking Hazelhurst cleared it all the way out. We got a race between two number 4s there between Griatsky and Willett, and Willett managed to let it go out of bounds off Griatsky.
Griatsky there made the smart play as opposed to trying to win a foot race with Willett. I'm just going to kick it out of bounds and get my defense back here.
Cedeno got it too far ahead. Apple caught up. Cedeno with it back. Cedeno trying to drive to the net. Still with it. Cedeno hustling against Clark. They work it down near the corner. Cedeno. Is this going to be a corner kick?
I believe so. Got it past Studholm, but it got it out a little bit too far in front, and then I think Erskine there booted it out. So,
all right, Ethan Goodrich.
Only this third total corner kick.
I guess they changed their mind.
Just kidding. Only 2 corner kicks in this game,
That's all we've got. I think Waterville's still saying it's a corner. Now maybe, yeah.
Like I was saying, 3 total corner kicks in this game.
You know, I thought that's what you meant.
Okay. Well, 2 for Waterville, 1 each half thus far.
All right, so it is, in fact, a corner. Here's Ethan Goodrich. Waterville lining up. Blast, very high up. Looking for a header. They get a Chester instead, and it rolls right on to goalkeeper Parker Studholm.
Yeah, tough to see. There's definitely a save there. Not much there. I think that was off of Gendro.
Midfield, Tavares jumped up, fighting for it there with Bryson Lamphere. Waterville comes away with it. Cormac Wilcox, he went down in a heap on a slide check there.
Tell you what, the intensity really picked up after Erskine scored that first one, but just couldn't capitalize off that flurry, and now kind of, I think, settled down a little bit again as Waterville kind of just settles into kill the clock mode.
All right, Tavares with a free kick. Bounces, header, second header, third header. Labby tamps it down. And what do we got there?
I think a little bit of a push against Erskine, so it's going to go to Waterville. Or I guess stay with Waterville.
No, it's going to go to Erskine. They're going that way.
I got it backwards. I apologize.
All right, Larrabee with a deep, high drive. It's headed out of play by a teammate.
Weird. I mean, got underneath it, but that header obviously going the wrong direction. Maybe kind of surprised by that.
It's like Erskine Academy coach Carrie Larrabee's going deeper on her bench.
Tell you what, again, in the notes that you got from her, she talked about how they're deep and play a lot of subs. She was not lying.
Yep, they do.
They have played
almost everybody.
Ton of bodies.
It's like everybody who's dressed pretty much has played. She has gone deep down her roster. Good for the program. I couldn't see what happened.
Mistake
Sorry.
by Bierce. A shot there, as we could show you on the Mid-State Machine instant replay. That was going to go wide. Bierce went to just kind of tamp it down. Spinning ball couldn't. It's going to be a corner kick for the Eagles.
Okay.
A mistake there from the senior goalkeeper.
Oh, and nope, check that. It is 11, Alex Reachel.
He's already got a helper today.
So Reachel, corner kick. And it's caught.
Nice play there. Bierce makes up for it, just goes and tracks that down.
So Dustin Bierce with an easy save on the corner. Now the punt high into the air. Nice play by Larrabee, but he played it right to Willett. Willett does some traffic direction, goes and points to Goodrich. Now they crisscross. Goodrich up and a save by Studholm.
I think a little confusion there. I think he was hoping that Willett would end up crossing in front, but couldn't do so. Studholm makes the easy save. His 10th, by the way.
All right, Griotsky, midfield. Pooched up by Reachel. Waterville back, though. Almost gave it to Brand, though, as Brand was going toward the nets. Thomas Labby back into the play to make sure that he headed him off.
That's second time Waterville defenders sort of just kicked it across the box. Like you said, it was almost a perfect pass from Labby to Brand. Or excuse me, Foster to Brand.
I cannot see what
I believe it's a
there.
throw-in. I don't think it made it all the way to the end line.
Okay. Yep, it is. And it'll be Tyler Clark.
Oh, yeah, he took that big step back. Okay.
Good throwing.
Whoa.
Right in front. And cleared by Tavares. Just got enough to get it out of there. That was a great throw-in by Tyler Clark.
Got
Put
it where
a
he
lot
needed
on
to.
it.
I was going to say, that's how I didn't know how you knew it was a throw-in, and then he got all the way back to the track.
He was
and
10 yards off
the
field, so I could see him.
Yeah. So, yeah, he put a lot on that one.
All right, pooched up. Header. Cleared. Erskine Academy trying to feed off this momentum here the last couple of minutes. Good job there to spike it ahead. Labby clears it, though, with the left foot. And it is all the way back and picked up by Griotsky. Colby Griotsky drives it all the way down. Bassett trying to hustle down there. Also Robichard, and the goalkeeper, Bierce, comes out and blasts it away.
Not much of a breather here. Just coming out right before we got that throw-in.
Yeah, it was Ethan Goodrich.
Was Goodrich for Waterville.
Let's go right back at it.
Immediately right back into the box.
Hey, they're 16 and 17. All kinds of energy. All right, a punt high up into the air, midfield. The header missed. Willett there, also Griotsky there. Griotsky won the battle. Now Hazelhurst that is, tries to go upfield. Couldn't. And over on the far side, Tobin Tebow not able to keep it in.
I heard here, Willett playing striker for Waterville. Going in, and he wanted to swap out here. He wanted to get that offensive position. The coach, yeah, we'll give that a shot. I think a little politician going there to get a spot he wanted to play.
So Hunter Willett is out.
Heck of a day.
2 goals right now. Back Larrabee. Trying to handle it, instead back to his goaltender, and it was cleared out by Studholm. Didn't get much on it. Waterville kept it in. Garrett Gendro kept it alive. Gendro doubled. Labby, we get a whistle behind the play.
I'd say that one got a little handsy well before that whistle, and that's the Waterville
we've got, is that Gendro down there? I don't know if we've got that on the shot.
Tough to see with the coaches there, but it's a little handsy there, and then he.
Maybe it's a cramp as we see him being stretched out. So that seems to be what it is. And you'd rather have it be a cramp than an injury. Although a cramp is an injury, but it's one that can be easily worked out.
Much more manageable. Yeah, Waterville staff, before that whistle, was a little bit frustrated. It was getting a little pushy, and then they got tangled up. Tough to see. Ooh.
So Gendro, as you can see, hobbles off the field. And he is replaced on the play for Waterville by Braden Vigu.
Heard one of the assistant coaches saying they think he's just cramping, so that's good news for them.
Glad to hear that. All right, Labby has it teed up. He's got a good left foot.
Good spot here. You're going to want to hook it and get it high.
Well done. Got just enough hook on it in front, and it rolls right onto Studholm.
Not much on that one. I think Cedeno comes in late to at least get it to Studholm. Yeah, but an easy save. How about that, Mike? Studholm, 11 saves. Tallying them up.
He has been peppered, no question about it. Here's Hazelhurst. Right side, deflects off a knee, bounces over to the far side. Erskine Academy on the attack here. We are under 15 minutes. In fact, we're down to 14 and a half. A goal by Erskine Academy's Dominic Brand gave some life to the Eagles, but they haven't really capitalized on it.
I don't even think they've got a shot on goal since.
Yeah. A little bit of life out of that, but just not enough. Dominic Brand, who's got the goal, number 3, he and Labby. Actually, no, that's not Brand who he was fighting with. It was Braden Temple. And that ball ends up out behind the goalkeeper, Dustin Bierce.
Going to be a goal kick. Yeah, they scored that goal, and the intensity is Waterville scores to open up the second half. It goes 5-0. Felt like kind of the air came out. Erskine Academy finds a way to put one in. Intensity, and it got a little bit more physical, and then they just couldn't find anything out of that flurry. Like I said, I don't believe they've got a shot on goal since they scored.
All right, a goalie kick here, midfield. Erskine Academy takes it. Eagles trying to attack. Alex Reachel. Reachel got it back to Wyatt Mishu.
It's booted out of bounds by Waterville.
All right, Mr. Willett back in the game, number 4. As you see him running.
So it said it's just interesting, I think, Interesting difference between both teams. Erskine plays a ton of bodies, whereas Waterville just a handful.
All right, up to midfield, a header by Goodrich.
That's going to go against Willett, trying to kind of catch that one, and unfortunately catches a body there. Good opportunity here for the Eagles.
Yep, absolutely. Free kick for, thought it was going to be Apple. No, it is going to be Larrabee.
Something what? Hand up. Can't score on this. Has to go to somebody.
All right.
Indirect kick.
So Chase Larrabee, the senior, with an indirect. That was kind of indirect.
Yeah, that one, I think, got away from him a little bit.
All right, back it goes to Oliphant. Waterville clears it near midfield, near the circle. Larrabee keeps it alive. Larrabee knocked off the play by Hazelhurst,
nice play.
and Waterville did a good job to defend the big guy. Oh, my God. Did he get hit with a rolling ball?
His backpack did.
So Fangraphs, we're going to call the backpack in the area.
Oh, yeah.
So Fangraphs has hit.
That's correct.
Fangraphs predicted a 37.5% chance of Tyler Rigney being hit with a soccer ball. And
you stopped it? I missed that. I saw your backpack. Tyler said he slowed it down.
Okay, so that counts.
Yeah, you got it.
So Fangraphs was spot on.
37%, those that took it, you hit today. Wow.
Congratulations. Is that a parlay? I know nothing about betting.
No, but if it's 37%, odds are it's
it's good payoff, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It was not the favorite.
All right.
Who would have thought?
I know.
How about that?
Here's Willett. Kept it alive there briefly. Now midfield, Erskine Academy drives it in. Or Waterville drives it in. Here come the Purple Panthers. They've got many men up, trying to slide tackle it there for Erskine Academy was Colin Oliphant. And we're going to get a penalty shot.
Yeah, that whistle happened inside the box. So Daniel immediately heard that, picked it up, and ran over the center. Him, unlike Willett, though, didn't offer to give it up. He wants his hattie.
So here is Gabriel Cedeno with a chance for a hat trick. Waterville 0 for 1 on penalty kicks so far. The drive and a save again, right on. He shot it right at him. I could have made that stop. He shot it right at him. You got to go for the corners. So Waterville's 0 for 2 on penalty shots today. Go figure.
How about that?
They're up 5-0, but 0 for 2 on penalty shots.
That is wow. Studholm, dang.
Trip up there by Erskine Academy. Hazelhurst got upended. Back is Bierce with the catch. Long kick. Clark hustling for it with Ben Labby. Back deep in the zone. And Willett, just as he was going to gain control, it's blown dead.
I think the restart there a little bit too quick, I believe, from the ref. How about that, Mike? We talked. I talked about it not extensively, a little bit last night, though, how many penalty shots you and I've seen. Then we get 2 today, both of them saved. That's insane.
All right, throw in, and it's whistled.
I think that Waterville there on the throw-in push before the ball basically even entered play.
All right, free kick here.
This is an area I want this guy kicking the ball. I think something about it feels like he could cover the field.
Well, there it went. Cormac Wilcox headed it back in. Back on the offense, Hazelhurst. Hazelhurst up to Labby. Labby trying to run it down. He can't. And instead, kicking it out of bounds there on the far side was Reed Willett for Erskine Academy. Waterville ball. Here's Labby. Labby, good move. Shoot, scores! Thomas Labby makes it 6-1.
He hit the brakes there, freed up at left foot, and was able to go short side past Studholm. That was a heck of a shot.
That was a bullet. Labby has a great left-footed shot, 21-42, the time of the goal to make it 6-1. Labby, who usually plays either mid or back, they put him up, and boy, did that pay off right off.
That was a heck of a move.
6-1. Waterville cruising. We're closing in on 9 minutes left in this game. Saved by Adamson. Adamson to the middle. To Apple. Ooh. Hazelhurst. Little shove down of Owen Robichard.
Yeah, Hazelhurst's not a small man himself.
And a whistle, and it's out.
Erskine, that Labby ends the streak of Cedeno and Willett goals. They had all 5 of them to that before that. Cedeno wanted that hat trick bad after that penalty shot.
Just didn't get a good shot off at all. He shot it right at Studholm, the goaltender. This is right at Bierce, and he makes an easy stop.
And Bierce, I like that, taking his time, not in a rush.
Knocked down, midfield, stopped again. Turning upfield, Goodrich. Got it ahead of the pack to Willett. Willett pulls it to the middle. Left-footed shot, saved there by Studholm.
Tell you what, you feel for Studholm. That's his 13th save, but man, should never have to make 13 saves.
Adamson over midfield, slowed down by Labby. Now cleared up, Foster's back. Far side, a tie up there. Erskine Academy able to come away with the ball. Back, and Tavares does what Tavares does, which is blast it. Erskine Academy player rolls out of bounds. Waterville is going to have it on the throw-in here. All right, on the throw-in, it's Goodrich. Ethan Goodrich. Fancy. Goodrich pooches it over to Gendro. Gendro, though, tied up, though, getting back into the play was Erskine Academy, and going down is Gendro.
Good to see Gendro back in there. Erskine Academy, I think, won a little bit of a flop as we show you the Mid-State Machine instant replay.
Carrie Larrabee pleading her case. Oops, that was a terrible call, she just said. That's usually what I say.
Uh-oh. So Tavares going to take the big boot here.
The blast, and it's in. A goal for Keegan Tavares from, shall we say, way outside.
Miscommunication there.
Yeah.
Studholm let that go, thinking it was an indirect kick.
All right, that's what he's calling. That's what Studholm is saying. You called indirect.
This is, I mean, it's solely up to the ref.
All right, time of that goal, 33-39. It is a good goal, and it is 7-1. And no question, if Studholm doesn't think it's indirect, he's going to make the stop.
Yeah, he chose to let it go.
So that was a gift, a freebie. Waterville with the pedal on the metal. Willett. He got sealed off. Labby stops it. Nice move there by Goodrich to keep it alive. Goodrich down the right side to Willett, and should be a throw in here for Erskine Academy.
I think that kind of encapsulates the day Erskine's had. I think they knew they had a tough matchup and a little bit frustrated with maybe some of the plays they made, and that just sort of encapsulates it, kind of just get lost mentally there for a second.
So Waterville drops it out of bounds. Well, Waterville going to bust back home with a 4-1 record. And I know absolutely nothing about Mount View, but, man, they must be pretty good.
Have to be, right? I think they were, oh, no. I'm thinking of girls' team because we were looking at Gardner. I was going to say, I thought I saw their name, but I think Mountain View, the girls' team, I think, had a pretty good season last year as well.
That's the only blemish on Waterville's record.
By my count, I believe so. As of now, then Waterville on the season in 5 games has scored 27 goals and given up 7.
They've been dominant.
That is a heck of a split. I was going to say, Mike thought of it too, didn't think of it in the moment. Wait, here's Waterville's in the box.
4.5 to go. It's out now.
Testament to your perception on goaltending. Just never let it go by.
Yeah, I'm. My makeup would be I say this all the time. I never want a ball, a puck, whatever, to get by me. I don't care if it's an indirect or a direct or it's tipped or not. I'm not going to take a chance, A. But B, I hate the karma that you get from letting a ball get by you. That's right on. And an easy save for Studholm.
Yeah, and I think, right, maybe Erskine Academy, I didn't see. Maybe Erskine Academy obviously has a claim to ref miscommunicating, but to your point,
yep,
if
just
you
don't
catch
take a
that,
chance.
Not a goal at all.
Just don't take a chance. Live by that creed of never letting a ball get behind you. Middle, here's Erskine Academy. Up, goes by everybody. Foster clears, although not all the way. Dumped back in. And it will roll out of bounds. We're down to 3.5 to go.
I think it's important, too. If you're going to be aggressive, stay aggressive. I think we saw last night one of the key goals in that game, Kroll comes out on what would have been, I think, not a goal if she let it roll because it's from out of the circle. Comes out, though, and I think is a little bit hesitated, just boots it a little bit, pops to a Coney stick, and that ends up being a goal. So if you're going to be aggressive, be aggressive. I think it was one of the lessons I was taught in high school. If you're going to do something, do it with conviction because if you're wrong, then I know for sure you're wrong and you can correct it.
All right, back deep, it's Clark who's going to lay it back for Studholm. Intercepted by Labby. Labby to Goodrich. Oh, Pooch. In the middle, Gentro. Gentro driving to the net. Willett blocked on the foot there by Studholm. The rebound is fired wide by Hazelhurst.
That was a nice sequence there from the Purple Panthers, but then a really nice play from Studholm to make sure that ended up as nothing on goal.
All right, Goodrich tries to curl it in front. Blocked. And out of bounds. 2 minutes left.
Should be another corner kick here then for the Purple Panthers.
And indeed it is in the far corner. The angle off the head of Robichard, high over the net and off the back twine.
Tell you what, that's a tough one for Studholm, I think, after the last goal, and you're watching that one, you're gonna make sure it's out. Make sure it's out.
Another corner.
3 here in this half for the Purple Panthers.
In front, and it's over the net. Hamad Al-Salah kicking it over the net.
I got to be frustrating for him. He playing a lot of defense this game. Gets a chance there on the backside to try and put that one in, but just gets underneath it.
Just over a minute left. Larrabee up to midfield. Waterville gains control. Gendro. Stolen away. Adamson. Ahead for Dennis. Dennis down the right side.
Foster booted that one out.
Take your chances with the throw-in. All the way over. Erskine Academy plays it, but now Gendro heads it out to midfield. Picked up there by Goodrich. Drives it ahead, and this will run the clock out. Willett headed off at the pass there by Larrabee. He and Labby got tied up. Now it scoots ahead to Reachel. A long blast and 1-2 hop save.
And make sure they got it to the box if he's going to pick it up.
Yep, Dustin Bierce.
7 seconds left, going to boot this one.
And Waterville will just let the clock run out, and the Panthers dominate from start to finish. They win it. The final score in this one this afternoon from South China. The Waterville Panthers 7, the Erskine Academy Eagles 1. We'll come back with our post-game show and our score player of the game. That's next here on The Score.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
My dad's a real hero. Not like a superhero or anything. More like a regular dad kind of hero. 'Cause every weekend, even when the weather's bad and it's super snowy, he always gets us there safe.
They don't know how you do it. All they know is that you care.
See Skowhegan Tire Center. They beat any price. Route 201, Skowhegan.
Discover the printing experience you've been searching for at SBS Carbon Copy on 54 Main Street in Waterville. Tired of getting lost in big box stores? Whether you need unique business cards or large format printing up to 44 inches wide, customized invitations that scream you, we've got it all. Our team is here to print, copy, or scan with a smile. Fast, affordable, and with a touch of personality. Don't settle for ordinary. Dash over to mainprintingservices.com where printing's personal, not puzzling.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Midstate Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Midstate Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
At Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm going to be a lawyer.
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
There is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
All right, Mike Violet, AJ Knight, back here with our Score crew postgame as the Waterville Panthers have come to South China and taken care of the Erskine Academy Eagles and have done it with ease. They win it by a score of 7-1. Waterville piled on in the first half. They led by a score of 3-0 at halftime. 4-0 at halftime, and then added 3 more in the second half. They actually led 5-0 before, Erskine Academy finally got their goal from Dominic Brand, but 2 goals on the day for Gabriel Cedeno, 2 goals on the day for Hunter Willett. What?
He had the Hattie.
Oh, that's right, he did. I missed that third one. I have it written down here. So 3 goals, 2 assists for Hunter Willett. So let me retrack here and start again. Hunter Willett with 3 and Gabriel Cedeno with 2 as you watch the highlights of this one. Waterville was down and deep in the zone a whole lot here today as Cedeno let that one roll in there.
Got just enough of it. There's the Erskine Academy goal, and again, I think Waterville kind of took their foot off the gas. The interesting thing, you and I had talked about it, this is nuts. This is the second penalty shot. You saw the first one. Here's Cedeno gets a chance on a penalty shot to get his Hattie. Goes right at Studholm, who doesn't second guess. 2 penalty shot saves.
Both right at him.
That is absolutely nuts.
Adam balls.
This was a heck of a goal by Labby. And then you're going to get one here that Erskine Academy really not happy about. The confusion as you see.
Well, Studholm thought it was an indirect, and it was a direct.
Yeah, he let that one go, but I think kind of saw a couple moments. Waterville speed. I mean, there's just so much. It's nuts.
Yeah, they really do a great job of getting the ball down the field. Tavares, especially playing back, does a great job of clearing the ball out, and then that speed, once they get going, man alive, a lot of speed and a lot of skill. You saw it from Hunter Willett. You saw it from Gabriel Cedeno as they combined for 5 goals in this game. Speaking of 5, that's the number of points that Hunter Willett ended up with today, 3 goals, 2 assists. So that makes Hunter Willett our score player of the game.
Easy choice, like you said. It's not just the goal scoring, obviously finishes with the Hattie, but on top of that, he adds 2 assists. And so for, I think, Waterville, Labby, those last 2 goals, Labby and Tavares' goals are unassisted, but the other 6, the other 5, they end up with 5 assists. So Waterville really played a team game today, which is super impressive, what you like to see from a team. 4-1, and again, the numbers, I believe, 27 goals scored for Waterville in 5 games, 7 goals given up across 5 games.
They've been dominant so far. 1 hiccup, and that was the loss to Mount View, but they have won every other game that they have played easily, and Waterville goes to 4-1 on the season. Erskine Academy falls to 2-3. We are on to football this weekend. 2 big games, Friday night and Saturday. Tomorrow night, it's Lawrence at Skowhegan. Game time 7 o'clock here on the Score. And then Saturday afternoon, it's homecoming in Winslow as the Black Raiders take on the Foxcroft Academy Ponies. That at 1 o'clock here, live audio and video at centralmainsports.com, 1160thescore.com. Our YouTube channel as well, at Central Maine Sports. Please go and subscribe. So that's going to do it for us here today from beautiful downtown South China. For Chaz Wing, for Tyler Rigney, and for AJ Knight, Mike Violet saying so long from Erskine Academy. Final score here today, no problem for the Waterville boys soccer team. Waterville 7, Erskine Academy 1.
You've been watching yet another live local broadcast of high school sports on The Score. It's brought to you by Central Maine Community College, Central Maine Motors Auto Group, Hammond Lumber Company, Mid-State Machine, Whittemore & Sons, Somerset Stone and Stove, 201 Tire Battery and Service, Assistance Plus, SBS Carbon Copy, Manchester Motors, Casella Waste, Computer Improvements, Height Chevrolet, and JDH3 Design. Remember, every game we do on The Score is always available for you to watch again or have someone else watch for the first time. All of our games are stored in the vault at centralmainsports.com and also on The Score's YouTube channel at Central Maine Sports. Please go and subscribe. To find out when the next game is on The Score, check out our game schedule at 1160thescore.com or centralmainsports.com. Your team from your town plays here on the place for local sports, The Score.